Hi everyone, it's Kathy Maxon, Craft Creations by Kathy. Today we are going to be using a Christmas tree, little form that you get from the Dollar Tree, and we're going to use a crate that you also get from the Dollar Tree. So I don't know if you guys remember, I did an Easter Bunny, we did the Buffalo Plaid, or I guess that's what you call it, the check. That is what I'm going to try to do on the Christmas tree. So I've already kind of gotten started. I've already pre-painted my piece. I did the ivory, the chalk paint from Walmart in ivory. I spackled the whole, what you're going to see, this is what I've done. I was trying to use greens. And so this was my Buffalo Plaid. So I used 3 different greens. I'm not really liking this one color, but that's okay. So just to keep it uniform, I'm going to show you the same on this side. I put my wax paper down now because then if I tape it to the table, it'll be taped to the paper instead. And I've already painted black on my crate. I got some makeup sponges that we're going to be using, and that could be why it bled, or I didn't wait till it was dry in between, and I dabbed it on, so maybe that was my problem. I don't know, but I don't really like the green, but we're still going to make it anyways. We'll put it up in our decorations. So I have, this is 1-inch painter's tape. I have a piece here that is just going to be my spot piece, just to keep my sections the same length, same distance apart. So then you just kind of pull up this spacer tape. I didn't mean for it to be pushed down so far. So then that is where we're going to be painting. So I'm going to spot my painter's tape there. Put my tape there. I think it covered that one. And I'll need a small piece here. So I'm just going to continue on, finish this side, and then we'll get to painting. So I can tell right away this doesn't look like it's in the center, but we are going to continue on. So I'm going to use my lightest color first, which is Scallion Waverly chalk paint. Picked it up from Walmart. Got my handy dandy baby wipes. Get them ready. I think the last time we did this, I used a foam brush or a roller. So you could use that as well. So I'm just going to get paint on it, and I'm going to kind of dab it off. And I should make sure all my tape is pushed down nicely. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I'll like it if I just pull it down like a paintbrush. I just don't want to get it underneath. The other side bled a little. Sorry I'm late on posting a video. I did have a craft show on Saturday and I'm just kind of unwinding, and sometimes it just takes a lot out of you. So I'm going to pull the painter's tape off. And then I'm going to dry it with my hair dryer. You want to make sure all your layers are dry before you go on to the next step. Okay, now that it's all dry, we're going to paint the next color. I'm going to put my little spacer tape in there. I want to make sure it still looks crooked. I look crooked. Looks crooked to me. Okay, that looks a little better. It's my spacer. This is the side I ripped. That could be why. That could be why it's crooked. My next color that I'm going to use is moss. I thought I had a, oh, that is okay. Shake it up a little. The makeup sponge, I just cutting them down. And then we're just going to go over this area. If you want to make it more rustic looking, you could, after every time it dries, you could sand your stripes. So like when this green is dry, you can go in there with a fine little hand sander. So if you wanted to do the black and white and gray, you're obviously going to do your background in white, then mix just a little bit of black with your white to make like a light gray, and then make a second gray just a little bit darker, and then you would then do your black in the last step that we're going to do, our last green. So I'm going to get this section dry. We're going to leave the tape on, and then we're going to tape over our next, we're going to tape over the white areas if we can see them. That's what I messed up on the first one. It's hard to see where the white areas were, the cream color ivory that I used. So it was hard to line up my lines. So we're going to leave this tape on, but I am going to kind of cheat to see where my lines are at. So we have a little section here. So we'll leave that. And my next section starts there. Peak up here. Okay, it's right about there. Push that back down. That looks like my next section. Rip your tape. Tape is all pushed down nice. Now we're going to come in with our final color, which is Fern. It was my darker green. And I don't think I need much of that. I'm leaving the jars kind of open because I'm going to come back and wipe the edges just so it doesn't seal my jars shut. So then all we need to do is just go over just the spots that have no tape. Okay, I think I got them all. I'm going to get it dried a little before I pull the tape off. Like I said, I like the light green. I like the dark green. I do not like that medium color green. But it looks a little better. So using the fresh tape and making sure, so you can see here, I didn't have it lined up good. So you can come back, and I don't have my paintbrushes down here, but I can come back with the dark green and just get it lined up better and just dab it over. But other than that, it actually lined up better than I did the other side. So I'm happy with that. So I will let that dry and we will work on our crate. I actually just went upstairs and got a brush. So I just have like a flat brush. So you just come in here. I'm going to use this dark green. Just to get that lined up a little better. That looks better. Okay, let's start on the crate. So at the Dollar Tree they have a block styrofoam. I just have this cut. I don't think I need it to go all the way across because we're going to put greenery in it. I'm going to throw a little bit of hot glue down. So it'll stick a little. I have some Spanish moss. I think I need to put this on my list to buy in the store. I just do that to cover up the green. I have a couple U-pins. I'm just gonna stick to hold the majority of that down. Spanish moss is super messy. Oopsie. So I shopped at the Dollar Tree. Did I get these? I think I may have gotten these faux berries from the Dollar Tree. And I got these holly berries also from the Dollar Tree. But I got these picks for 98 cents. I think that's what they were. 98 cents at Walmart. So check your Walmart. I really liked these. So I think I'm just going to cut some of this stuff out and we're just going to put them in individually. I'm going to decorate it before I put it on the tree because I don't have any clamps to be holding my tree and my crate in place. You can, so what we're going to do, what we're going to be doing, I should show you, is we're just going to, just like the bunny rabbit that I did, that held the bunch of carrots, we're just going to put the crate, we're going to glue the crate to the front of the, or the back of, front of the Christmas tree. And then we're just going to have a little floral arrangement in front of it. This pick didn't quite. Stuff all over. This is why I got 2 picks. Oh, I guess I could have done that slide up the. Slide this up. So I get it better in the. You can always give them a dab of hot glue so they'll stay in. If I like those big things hanging out all over. Some of this holly and berry in there, just to give it a little more. And maybe I'll stick one back here as well. So here's like a little arrangement. So then all we need to do is, I guess, determine which side you like is the front, which side you like is the back. I brought my E6000 and my hot glue is on. So the E6000 obviously all this. So the bottom one only sticks to the middle of the trunk. So don't go hog wild all the way across. I just want to make sure I'm going to have a little bit of a permanent and then a little bit I want it to stick now. if that makes sense. Okay. We'll stand it up, kind of get the crate centered. Got my finger in the hot glue. And why I'm gluing it while it's standing up, because I want the crate and the Christmas tree both to be flat along the bottom. So that is why I'm doing that. Just be careful, like I said, with the hot glue. When I'm done taking pictures, I will probably lay it back down and just stick something heavy on the front of my crate, just so until the E6000 sets up. But you could paint these any way you want. I just kind of wanted to do, you know, I wanted to try the Buffalo Plaid again. Can't say I like the greens that I chose, but there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for stopping.